handstands require strong arms. One way to get our arms stronger is by working at the wall. Take your mat to the wall and extend your feet straight forward. I've got baseboards, so my heels are pressing the baseboard very firmly. Take your hands alongside your pelvis and get a nice lengthening action. As you press the backs of the legs toward the mat, you feel the legs engage very nicely as your heels draw into the wall. Come to all fours position with your feet at the wall. With your toes tucked under, lift your pelvis up. Take your left foot up. Tuck your toes under. Just get this nice lengthening action all the way from the hands to the heel. Release your foot down. Take your right foot up. Tuck your toes under. Reach from the heart to the heel. Get this nice lengthening action. Release down to all fours position. Come to a seated position so you can be comfortable. And if you feel like that was so much weight on your wrists, give some movement to your hands. Make a fist, draw the fists in toward each other. Take your arms wide, reach your arms out with your fist drawing in so you get a nice stretch the back side of the wrist. Bend your elbows, draw your fist in. Release down. Now, if that felt a little bit too uncomfortable for your wrists, come to your forearms. We'll work on strength of the arms first, and so whether it's on your hands or your forearms, you still get this nice engagement and tone to the arms. Take your forearms down to the mat and interlace your fingers. Press your forearms down and place your elbows slightly narrower than your shoulders are. Have your feet right at the wall. From here, lift yourself up and do the same action. Take your left leg up, tuck the toes under, reach up, release the foot down. Take your right leg up, tuck the toes under, release down. Once again, just kind of find a way to rediscover a nice fullness to your breath before we come to the next pose, so that we preserve the strength in wrists if you have any wrist issues. Let's once again do the action on our forearms. Measure the distance from the wall again by placing your feet at the wall. Take your hands right alongside your pelvis. Make a mental note of where the hands are so that when you turn over and place your elbows at that point with the fingers interlaced, same action, you're pulling the elbows in toward each other. Lift yourself up again with your toes tucked under. Now lift your feet up to the wall. So as you press your feet very firmly to the wall, you get this nice strong action of the arms. Release your feet down. Release your knees down. Once again, just recover. Slowly lift up. Take your attention to your breath again. We'll be doing the same action on our forearms, lifting one leg away from the wall while the other one stays firmly rooted to the wall. Come to your forearms again. In that same place that you had measured before, take your forearms down, lift your pelvis up, take your left foot up, take your right foot up, press your heels firmly down, lift your left leg high to the sky while the right leg stays planted at the wall. Release it down. Take your right leg up. Keep pressing firmly through your forearms as you get the heel just as high as you can be. Spread your toes to tone the muscles of the leg. Release your foot and lower yourself down. And once again, another pause. Going upside down is really important in the yoga practice as we build strength to spend a little bit more time in poses that require us to go upside down. Now let's try that on our hands. So take your feet to the wall just to measure again so that you have that form of the pose that we'll be in with our feet at the wall. Turn yourself around with your hands placed in the same location. Claw the mat. And remember, clawing the mat is not pressing all the weight to the base of the hand. You're really trying to press the tips of the fingers very firmly. So then, with your hands slightly wider apart than your shoulders are, lift yourself up. Come to the wall by taking the left foot to the wall, the right foot to the wall. Press your feet very firmly down. Lift your left foot away from the wall, reach it up. Take the left foot back to the wall. Lift your right leg up. Reach it high. Release down. And slowly take yourself down. Sometimes our hamstrings aren't really ready for this. If you found that you had to bend your knees, that's fine. But a way to keep the legs straight is to walk your feet just a little bit higher up off the wall. Because in this yoga play shop, our intention is to strengthen the arms so that you can find some stability from the hands all the way to the heart in your handstands. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.